Hello, it is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. So, I did a little bit of research, gotta admit. While it would be cool to have a big dragon fight and whatever, I think the best opportunity here would be to attempt to excise that bit of his soul if I can. Enchantments coursing through the stonework keep the dragon tethered to the spot and siphon energy from his soul. The spells of imprisonment look more recent. The siphoning enchantment merely sips the dragon's essence and disperses it elsewhere. You think it could be used to store the essence enough to last decades or longer if used responsibly. You can tell nothing else about the enchantments. The ward flashes, causing the rod of the Deep Hunter to tremble in your pack, as if the two share some arcane affinity from each other. So here's the thing. It requires metaphysics, but I don't know if it requires that I have a bunch of metaphysics or that somebody in my party does. And if I fail at this, I don't know. Yeah, apparently, yeah, because I've got a party assist of 6. It gives me just enough. Seriflus, I don't know how to pronounce that, winces but makes no other protest. He shifts his weight from one leg to the other as the ruins of confinement begin to crumble. The wardstone itself flashes brighter than ever, resplendent with the dragon's powerful essence.
I feel irregular. Light. But there is an absence as well.
He eyes the ceiling thoughtfully.
The burden of this prison is lifted. I will return to the beloved Atra.
Sarophilus flexes his claws and lets out an exultant bellow, because that way I can maintain the old agreement while still maintaining power for the Water Shapers. Your soul, would you consider showing mercy against those who wronged you?
Mercy? Only for those who showed mercy to me. The rest...
He splits his jaws into a lethal grin.
Should your hopes darken on the high seas, you will feel a welcome chill as my shadow passes over your deck. Depend on it.
Roaring with triumph, Sarophilus aims his body at the rocky ceiling and takes off. I'm just going to blow a big hole in the island. Scarophilus beats his wings, lifting his massive form above the ground of this watery prison. He stretches open his jaws and roars, the ensuing blast blowing out the top of his prison, exposing it to the sky above. For the first time in untold years, natural light floods the interior of the chamber. He snaps his wings a second time, flying through the exit with wild abandon, tilting at reckless, unpracticed angles as he builds incredible speed. When he emerges, shrieks of horror and dismay grow in volume. Moments later, as he passes out of view, you hear an explosion of splintered wood, upheaved water, and incredible devastation on the southwestern corner of the island. Alright, well, I guess we get to depart now.
Captain, a word.
Tekehu inclines his head and touches his forehead spot. What's on your mind?
When I joined the guild, I was a fish in a dream.
Tekehu looks at the ground between his feet.
Water Shapers were the keepers of our oldest covenant, protectors of history, heroes, I say. Now I see the guild only for what it has become. Ikera, a perversion of the oldest Juana art.
He grimaces and looks away. The guild should have trusted in the strength of its Water Shapers.
Ikera, no matter how many warships sailed against us, the Juana should have relied on each other first.
Maya rolls her eyes.
I do not want to tarry in this house of regret a moment longer.
Well, I don't intend to.
My thoughts will be clearer in time. You are kind to listen, I say.
I had other questions. No problem, my dude. Let's head up. So I gotta go turn this into the queen. Let's talk to Kenu.
Onikaza will want your report, I say.
Okay.
Pariki should have known we could not keep a dragon forever.
Yeah, well. Hindsight, all that. Kenu it sounds like he's gonna do a decent job if he's the next head, so. Let's talk to the queen. Gotta go all the way around. What's the betting Queen's birth has had some issues? Or would that be the Citadel?
About Alava. I'm sorry. She must have meant a real lot to you.
More than I knew. And less than she deserved. But that's all past now. For a moment there, I thought her son might have been mine.
It's a shame he wasn't. You would have been good to him. Good for him, too.
When I heard, I didn't think I was ready. And then I thought maybe I was.
Alright, let's go talk to the Queen. Oh crap, I gotta go all the way upstairs, don't I? I entered the wrong floor. Let's see if she's in the throne room. It is daytime after all. Nope. Alright, back up to the upper floor. You know, they had to have noticed that big dragon flying out of the ground. And over to the rooftop.
It smells terrible.
Alright. Queen Anakaza.
What madness has its clutches around Pariki's overlook? The mountain shakes. Bellows of anguish echo over the wind.
Anakaza raises a trembling hand to her brow.
And a shadow rose from the streets to cover Queen's birth on its way to the sea. Now the traders look to me for answers I do not have.
Anakaza pounds her armrest with her fist.
Nothing but panic and contradiction make their way to my ears. Tell me what happened.
Naga invaded the guild to rescue an ancient sea dragon.
You do not jest.
The queen blinks and slowly rises to sit straight in her throne.
About many things, Highness. Not this, I say.
Tekehu folds his arms and closes his eyes. Something about the gesture causes Anakaza to hold her attention on him.
For what did the guild endanger my city with this creature? I will hear Myru's report.
Anakaza reaches over his shoulder. Guildmaster Myru is dead.
No! To lose a teacher of Myru's skill while Rawatai points their cannons at us?
Anakaza raises her hand to her mouth.
Tekehu, my sympathies. I know yours was a turbulent apprenticeship.
Nakara, the guild, they fought bravely, Highness.
Tekehu nods, his lips pressed in a hard line.
Send every bird for my master water shapers. Tell them to cleave the ocean in half if they must. They will come to Nekataka now.
A pair of attendants bolt to attention and scramble down the stairs. Anakaza nurses her brow and sighs.
I once told Myru she was not allowed to retire while Rawatai's fleet darkened my ports. Nagati is not done testing me, I say.
Seraphilipus agreed to lend the water shapers his strength to protect the archipelago.
Kahanga legends tell us that our ancestors made compacts with the creatures of the Deadfire.
Anakaza cuts herself off and snaps her fingers at an attendant.
Send for Ranga Hauhua of the Wapua tribe. If she could soften the hearts of my cats, I say dragons are not beyond her.
As her attendants make for the exit, Anakaza leans back on her throne and considers.
Kara, but I cannot believe... Highness, would you trap another of Ngati's ancient pets?
I would go any distance to protect my people. Can Nagati's chosen say the same?
Anakaza turns back to you, leaving Tekehu to pull on his hair and frown.
Speak on, Watcher. As surely as a tide swelling over the shore, I feel you are not finished.
The forms of water shaping are fabrications made to tap into the dragon's prison.
Then Pariki's students had an advantage in their lessons, I say. And Myru's after her. All at the cost of this beast's freedom.
Anakaza raises her brow.
If water shaping is not as our ancestors taught it, we cannot reckon how much of the original form we have lost.
A sinking feeling accompanies her thoughts, as if Anakaza feels a vast well of uncertainty opening beneath her.
What became of the dragon, Watcher? If the power of this beast strengthened our guild...
Anakaza leans forward. I siphoned his soul using the prison wards. Your water shapers should be fine. She closes her eyes and nods, taking each breath slowly.
What Pariki did was no kindness, I say. But her actions helped students of the guild to learn our most sacred art.
I am not feeling very sacred today, Highness.
Tekehu, What was the dragon but Nagati's gift to the Huana? You are out of practice interpreting your mother's omens.
She waits for an answer to this rebuke, but Takehu holds his silence.
This is more valuable to me than every cannon in Rawatai. Thank you, Watcher.
Anakaza inclines her head and touches her brow, holding the pose long enough for her attendants to draw in sharp breaths and look at you with awe. Hope there's not hard feelings about setting a dragon free.
Akira, it will be a nightmare to appease traders and admirals seeking recompense for shipwrecks. But what is a queen if not the one to toss in her sleep while her people rest at ease?
Anakaza allows herself to settle back with a tired smile.
My water-shaping masters will arrive soon, and I say the guild will be stronger for their guidance. But a queen's work is not finished until she has endured all of Nagati's trials. I could send birds to every Ranga and rally them to our cause, but Neketaka needs more than strength. We need pure Huana fury. We need the Wahaki.
Are those the people that I, obliterated?
Do the Wahaki pay the crown obeisance in whatever eccentric form suits them?
Anakaza rests her chin on her fist and studies you. The Wakahu will not be joining
I need
us.
allies, Watcher. For what do you bring me foul omens?
With reluctance, she signals an attendant to pay
We
you.
need to be stronger than this, I say.
Yeah, they're lost, Your
Ngati
Majesty.
frowns
Yeah,
over
through this.
Kahanga. This was a trial. I
Yeah,
will
this
not
is.
fail
I've
her
already
twice.
been through this one.
A prayer.
Did I
and the
get?
wisdom of Kohopa will help
Did I get rewarded
steer
for
my
that?
next
For
course.
killing them all twice?
I will send for you in time.
All right. Farewell. Okay. Well then. Maybe I need to go to skipping ahead. Let's go down to figure out what happened to the Valian Trading Company after that dragon went over. maybe that dragon's presence cost me another quest. I think I sequence broke this entire island. All right, down to the Serpent's Crown. Oh, and I've got to talk to Takehu. Shaking his head, Takehu seems uncertain of where to place his focus. He draws and expels heavy, whistling breaths through his nose.
To my tribe, the Water Shapers were keepers of the past, our connection to the ancestors.
His speech rises in intensity, although he doesn't seem aware of it.
How the guild heaped praise on Ngati's chosen. How they congratulated themselves for acquiring me, I say. My cage was a gilded one. Their dragon, he was not so lucky.
I see your point. They used you both.
The guild teaches a likeness of Ngati's art, for shame. But they posture before outsiders like masters of old.
He holds up an authoritative finger, breathing heavily.
To inspire the world with Ngati's gift. This is my calling.
Alright. The guild needs you more than you. Nakata needs your strength. See that the guild remembers that.
None of this changes how I feel when I practice the forms. Like swimming over an ocean trench, I say.
He crosses his arms over his chest and sobs.
But Pariki twisted my art into a perversion. An echo of what it should be. The guild must change for the Huana to grow. I say that is Ngati's message delivered through her son's mouth.
Well, what do you plan on doing
I
about
will
it?
bring a change not seen since the days of our ancestors.
Takehu thumbs his chin,
Our
considering.
legends speak of the covenant with Ngati, one that defined the tribes for generations. The ancestors gave her unwavering devotion, and she gave them a gift.
Takehu sighs and lazily scoops a palm full of water droplets from the air. They form a rough approximation of an anglerfish.
Losing Ukaizo severed our connection to the gods. Over time, their gifts diminished.
The anglerfish turns belly up and puffs into
The
vapor.
tribes have never needed Ukaizo more. With Ngati's blessing, I would bring Ukaizo to them.
Tell me what you know of Ukaizo?
An island, a city, a dream. The best of our people, before Cataclysm buried it under ash and waves. Others call it the heart of the Huana Empire. More still, call it home.
What would you expect to find on Ukaizo?
Bleached bones of the past? Lewd sculptures? No one knows what the Huana left behind. And there is little enough for us to guess by.
Nagata gave you water shaping?
Ikera, Talent like mine was once effortless, I say. Our birthright as Awana.
He smooths back his hair, his hands coming away damp.
Our ancestors could raise islands or divide the seas. No warship could stand against us. Now only a fraction of us remember.
He wipes his palm dry, frowning all the while, so he committed to finding the island.
Kara, sometimes I wonder if we lost the Covenant for a reason. And if Ngati's chosen should choose his own path.
Takehu sighs.
Whatever we find, what better crew than friends to find lost Ukaizo on treacherous seas? Kara?
He makes a sweeping gesture, grinning all the while.
Glad we got him excited. Makes me wish I knew how to sail.
Sounds fun. Akira. Right, Ishi?
Did you hear that? We're friends, him and I.
She flushes prettily, a happy smile tugging at her lips.
Captain, you have let the handsome fish do all the talking. I needed this. Thank you.
He releases a heavy sigh, and shaking out his arms, the tension dissipates. No problem.
Takara, let us be off.
No problem, my dude. The world around you darkens. Once again, you feel an insistent tug for your attention, the pull centering from Takehu's soul.
My handsome fish is intimidated by his own potential. How upsetting for him.
The air around you feels thick with moisture. Andra leans forward in her throne.
See the anxiety that takes shelter behind his confident smile. He has worn that since he was old enough to swim.
And it says crawl.
I
Basically.
could always plant the Covenant in his dreams, but that would spoil the fun of Ukaizo. My final test with Juana. Help him to rise up from crawling. Help him to stand and walk as a man. As a god.
Her presence draws away, and watery fingers lightly brush the nape of your neck.
Still with us, Captain? I had no desire to bore you with my inane chatter.
No problem, my dude. Alright, let's head on out. And where to go next? Anything left on this island? Where, oh yeah, I gotta go down to talk to the Valiant Company. See if there's just like a shattered crater.
We're feeding him.
We're in a handful, or few, of merc berries. I swear.
You keep doing that, he's gonna follow you all the way home to raid Ceres.
To meet my kin? Now, wouldn't that be a tribulation?
I know it.
Whoops.
Journey for less than a few merc berries.
Alright, to Queen's Birth. Find out what happened here. Gotta stop in and check out the Valiant Trading Company anyway, so... Come on down.
Woe to those who labor in the shadow, for nothing is hidden from ears.
There's gotta be stuff that I
You deserve better,
I
Captain.
neglected to do early in the game. That's not who I need to be. Are they in here?
Glad to see you in one piece, Watcher. I heard you had an eventful trip to Hasongo. The truth is that much of this archipelago is still a mystery to us. And such mysteries are often fatal, as the Royal Deadfire Company discovered. Perhaps if you relay your findings to Director Castol, he will finally grasp that truth.
Alright, so I gotta go talk to the director. I think that's upstairs, correct? It's been so long since I've been in here. I should be here with what's-her-face. I'm gonna go to the ship real quick and change my party around. Sorry for the... I keep forgetting that I've got Adair in my party, even though he's like chattering nonstop. I don't know if it matters that much, honestly. But it has mattered in the past, so, you know, here I go. I guess I could also rearrange the party in the inn, and it's right there, but... Or can I? That's the question. Let's head to sea. Supply. We'll go ahead and get... some repair supplies. Repair supplies. All right. Let's leave this city by sea. I don't know if you have to actually... I think you do have to actually leave the city before you can adjust your party. And we will dismiss Adair, because his stuff is done, and recruit her. Alright. Back to Queen's Birth. Back up to the Valiant Trading Company headquarters. Up to the top. Oh, and I can level her up too. Let's do that real quick. Give you athletics, give you intimidate, give you... Oh wow, okay. I'll do Sacred Sacrifice. It gives you like an auto res or whatever. And we will go ahead and give you... Don't really need much of a range. Maybe flail? Sure, why not? Alright. 15 minutes passed. Does it take time to level up? Is that something I've been missing this entire time? Alright, up top. And off into the office. Picking up little odds and ends here and there of stuff. Alright, Director Kestrel.
Do you suppose a Hasongo was a kind of vengeance for Rawatai's assistance with the Godhammer? Oh, listen to me. It all sounds perfect.
I have some questions for you.
I'll answer what I can, of course.
Alright, tell me more about the trading company.
This is a ploy of some kind. It's charmingly direct.
We're all friends here.
Maya lifts her brow and waits.
Was there something specific you wanted to know?
How did it start?
It was established in 2708, after the Deadfire's wealth of resources became apparent. The first of the company's directors, Farah Batteret, was granted authority to gather those resources.
I'm not really interested in this, that's the issue.
There was no Kahanga tribe of note then, really. No Queen Onakaza, to be sure. Our chief competitors at the time were the Adirans. Much as with the Deerwood, the Empire couldn't maintain a foothold. We didn't discover the properties of Luminous Adra until a couple of years ago, but the company's successes in the region predate that by quite some time. Yes?
I'm not seeing anything here that's giving me like immediate access to quests.
Ado, Watcher, I'm still not sure how to account for these losses in the reports. Divine divine interference? An act of the gods?
Sargasso sighs and frowns at the papers on her desk.
What can I do for you today, Watcher?
Yeah, I don't know how this stacks up with the Animancers. So what I'm gonna do is God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I sequence broke myself out of an entire section of quests, maybe. Unless there's something down here I need.
It's still going on, is it? When will those arrogant louts decide that enough is enough?
Alright, anything in here?
Welcome back.
Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna assume that that quest is either dead-ended or that I've got to go through a lot of different conversations that aren't immediately apparent. So for now, let's decide where to go next. I guess it's off to Magran's Teeth. Or, you know, I could do the DLC, but Magran's Teeth it is.
So the pirates took us for merchant.
Oops.
That sure sounds dangerous and fun as hell. The first time Uncle Angbert trained me with a lantern, I set a whole row of Merkberry stalks on fire.
You didn't.
I did. The whole house came running and hollering. You should have seen my grandma beating at the stalks with a shovel. Of course, she came after me next.
Not so much grows in Rautai. With a little luck, I'll have a farm story of my own someday.
Alright, let's head on to the ship. And leave by sea and go up to Magran's Teeth. And, I don't think I can handle a combat, but I can certainly get up to the Ashen Maw. Let's see where I need to be to get here. There's no anchors up there. So heading up to the Ashen Maw. Where am I? Okay, right there. There's still places I haven't uncovered. But I've got most of the map opened up. Whoa! I'm going to try to flee. Naval combat. Alright. Retreat. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Oh my god. You know what? Let's just board them. Because otherwise my morale is going to go through the floor fleeing from lesser opponents. Alright,
At your service.
Yeah, you know what? Set up an area of effect thing. Oh, don't go over there, Murky. This is why I hate doing stuff at sea. Because they're like, yeah, let me charge over. Jody, I'll go ahead and set you up with this. Seraphim, do what you need to do. We need these guys to come down over here. You're gonna come over here. And, yeah. RPG crawler, let's go ahead and... Let's try to actually get this done for once. Fireball, they're immune to fire. Oh great, I forgot about that. I should have known, they're freaking fire giants. Hopefully Holy Fire will actually hit them. Ooh, they're just smacking me with that rain stuff.
More orders?
Yeah, I need you. To do this. Oops, not that. Wait. Yeah, wounding shot, sure.
For the wrong annuity.
Oops, I didn't even select it. My bad. Let's try and knock you down. And fly back. Edwin, don't run into the area of effect. Seraphim, what the hell are you doing? Palagina. No, that's burn damage. Let's hold this for now. Alright, let's got the Great Maelstrom up. It's hitting my own people. And I got my own... I knocked out RPG Crawler with my own freaking spell. And I just knocked out Seraphim.
Happy to oblige.
I thought I launched the Maelstrom way further in. I just took out most of my own crew.
Speak your mind.
Palagina. Don't I have the ability to revive someone? Yeah. And then, I don't think this actually will hit them. He's immune. Yeah. Adurix is going to stand back and start casting. He's stunned. He's going to be obliterated, basically. Alright, Yidwin. Regenerate's going to bring me up. And... Is Yidwin dead? No, she's just knocked out.
Watch me, mother!
Alright, well... They're immune to this.
Yeah.
Well, let's just read this one.
Didn't work.
You were saying?
Maya.
For the homeland.
Or not. Yeah, that kind of sucked. At least I know how powerful that spell is now. Man, that is a face-melting spell. I hope I didn't, like, actually put any of my people down permanently like that. Take all and continue. Wow. How about I pause the ship and go below decks and make sure all my people are all right. Alright, I've still got Murky. I've still got Yidwin.
Don't let anyone tell you you're too shrimpy to be a fighter. I was half your age when I started training.
Where is, what's his face? Seraphim. I know his name escapes me because I don't use him like almost at all. Seraphim up here? Yeah, Seraphin's up there. Okay, good. Well, you know, on that note, I think I'm actually going to wrap it up here. And we will continue the trip to Magran's Teeth next time. This has been the RPG Crawler with Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. If you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment, any feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content. Until next time, take care and goodbye. And if you are still watching, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my supporters, the top tiers of which are listed on the screen, without whose support I would not have been able to offer the variety of content that I have on this channel throughout the years. If you're feeling particularly generous and would like to join them, you can support the channel. There are a variety of options to do so. I have a Patreon, a Subscribe Star, as well as channel memberships enabled. If you are not in a position to contribute, simply leaving a like, a comment, or sharing my videos are all wonderful ways to help the channel grow without spending a dime, and are all greatly appreciated.